What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of House of the Dragons. This is season 2, episode 3, The Burning Meal. This again was another episode whose name didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I understand the Burning Meal was basically the area of town in which the Blackwoods and the Brackens had their mini battle. As once we get to that point, you can see that the little area was burnt down. But there's nothing else in this particular episode that made that particular moment in time a prominent tagline. No, it could have been named so many other things. Okay, it wasn't like they was burning up the doggone dead bodies. Look here, we start off with some unknowns. As I just mentioned, the Brackens and the Blackwoods. The Blackwoods, they roll up on the Brackens. They out there on this open field, and they trying to stake claim on this land. Now, the leader of the Blackwoods is named Davos. These are names that we are all familiar with from the original Game of Thrones, right? And he's trying to punk Aaron, who is of the Brackens, right? Aaron basically told him, look here, this land is my land. You can go fuck yourself. Fuck you and your fake ass Queen Rhaenyra. Okay? The queen who is named the Kinslayer at this particular time. Davos say, oh, so you roll with Aegon, the fake king, huh? You a pussy just like he is. And so Aaron pulled his sword out like, okay, let's get at it. Let's get with it, right? Davos walked up to the blade like, I double dog dare you, punk. You ain't gonna do nothing. Next thing we know, Aaron is face down in the dirt, dead to the world. Okay? And then we get the aerial view. He got a sword to his neck, and the whole freaking town is burned to the ground. People included. Everybody laid down by the riverside. River Run, to be exact. This is where this area is at. Okay, so speaking of the riverside, Rhaenyra is respectfully burying both of the twins, much against Jace's liking, because Jace is like, we ain't sure which one is the right one to be giving him no honorable death, right? But you know, Rhaenyra is like, you know what, we cared about, Sir Eric with E, so we gonna respect him and respect his body. We gonna give him a grandiose send off, right? Rhaenys convinces Rhaenyra that there is no way in the world that Otto could have ordered this hit. Now, we saw in last episode that Otto was very upset with this. He wouldn't have sent Sir Eric with the A by his doggone self to do this. Now, he might have did the hit, but not like this, okay? So she was like, it had to be from somebody that was very young-minded, very vengeful. And she thinks that Rhaenyra ought to speak with Alicent to smooth things over. Look, I am so sick of us talking. I really am, okay? Why in the heck do we need to keep turning the other cheek? Just so we can get smacked on the other side? Why do we have to keep being the bigger person? So we can fall harder when we hit the ground? Why is it? This is the problem that I have with us as Democrats. Well, I'm not even a Democrat. I'm an independent. Anyway, but this is the problem that I have with the Democratic people as well, okay? We talk this good game. We see what wrong the other side is doing. And instead of us actually taking action, we trying to sit back and talk them into doing righteous. No, we need to force their doggone hand. That's what we need to do right here, okay? But Rhaenys is like, they family. Come on now. We don't do family like this. We shouldn't be fighting our family. Plus, if the dragons get involved, it's going to be all bad. We got more dragons than they got. Come on now. Who's it gonna be all bad for? They 4 dragons gonna kill our 50? Apparently, Alicent has sent the raven, but Rhaenyra hasn't read the message yet. And she was like, I don't really want to hear from her yet. Because she feel like Alicent is the one who's perpetrating, or at least permitted all this to happen. And Rhaenys is like, she permitted it to happen just as much as you permitted Lil J getting head hacked, okay? Now, the difference is that Alicent has been advising on these attacks, She has been implementing a lot of this stuff. Alicent has in some way helped orchestrate the taking of the crown. They are not the same, Rhaenys. Don't even compare them. And Rhaenyra is like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to speak to her. So, Cole, You know, this is his first day as a hand. He walking through late to the doggone council meeting. And he really ain't got no respect from his fellow knights. Mainly because his fellow knights are appointed by Aegon. Those are Aegon homeboys, right? So he entered the council though, but he was immediately chastised for Eric with the A's death. Because it was unnecessary. It was something that we didn't have to have happen. So they said now the war truly has begun. They bring up the fact that the Blackwoods just got into it with the Brackens, and a Lord. They done took out the Lord of the Brackens, okay? And Aegon is like, cool, so the first blood is on our hands. It's not cool, at least in the eyes of the council, because both of these people hated each other anyway, okay? And I want to say, I don't want to speak too much into the foreign affairs of our politics right now, but it's pretty much like Israel and Palestine. These people have hated each other all along. So a war between them is something that was inevitable, you know, happening. So it's not like it's a win for us. We can't claim that we're succeeding or we're victorious, because they was going to battle each other anyway. That's how I saw that, okay? That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. I don't even want to get into no political commentary about the war in the comment section, okay? Anyway, Aegon said it's cool. War is war. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? However it began, it's now begun. With Cole, he thinks that he can do a sneak attack on Harrenhal. And Harrenhal is still Switzerland at this point. They haven't claimed fealty to either side. But he figured if he could do the sneak attack on Harrenhal, he could ride down on them, and then any surviving Brackens that are left over, he can get them to join his ranks and then take Harrenhal. Alicent's like, you got to be stupid. Not only are you stupid, you're impatient, and you will suffer from your ignorance, right? And as much as I can't stand Daemon, I'm hoping that Daemon is already at Harrenhal, and Daemon is only ready to fuck them up. That's what I'm hoping, right? Cole first. That is what I'm hoping. Cole is like, girl, forget what you're talking about. Your cooch ain't running nothing over here. That's what she probably think. And Aegon, he went to Aegon like, hey, my boy, what's up? What we gonna do? What you say? Aegon said it sounded like a plan. Okay. Matter of fact, take my brother, take his dragon too. Everybody was like, pause the brakes on that. Nah. Cole tell them we need Aemon and Vhagar to hang back here. Keep a tight watch over King's Landing. And I was like, Cole just don't want to be showed up by Aemon. That's all it is. He don't want to be showed up by Spiegel. I might call him Spiegel for the rest of this doggone episode, because they did it to us again, child. Y'all know how much I complained about seeing Aemon's neck, a little frail body. They showed us again in this particular episode. But anyway, that was all Cole's ego talking to her. He didn't even want Aegon to go. He was like, I can't sneak up on nobody if they spot a dragon. So no, we ain't gonna do that. And Aegon is like, well, what if you see a dragon? He said, we shouldn't have that problem. We shouldn't have that problem. We should be able to keep a low profile. Okay, so I told y'all last week about Sea Smoke, the dragon, and why he was hovering around Dragonstone. And he's flying around about right now. And the White Worm, she's still there. I was wrong. She did alert them. But apparently they didn't believe her, which is why they're explaining why nobody came immediately. But of course, she wants to be rewarded for saving Rhaenyra's life. And I'm like, girl, your freedom was already your reward. But she wants a place in her court. How can you take her from a prisoner, a spy, a snitch, or what have you, somebody who helped set me up, to a place in my doggone court? Rhaenyra, no ma'am. What is wrong with you, girl? The chick already told you she had nothing left to offer you, which is one reason why you let her go in the first place. Now all of a sudden she knows everything that Rhaenyra needs. You cannot trust somebody like her. You cannot trust somebody that would do anything for money. She didn't save you out the kindness of your heart. She didn't save you as a thank you for letting her go for freedom. She saved you as a means to get into your court. She's still playing her position. She's still being the manipulative little worm that she is. Okay, that's the only reason why she warned you. She was not trying to save you. Okay, and I guess I'm the only one that see it because I've been watching other channels and watching other reviews, and everybody feels some kind of way about the white worm and like, oh, she's such a good person, she decent, she only doing it for money, whatever. A snake is a snake is a snake is a snake, and a worm is just a baby snake to me. Okay. Anyway, the fact that Rhaenyra is now sending Rhaena away, which is Baela's sister, Daemon's other child. I'm really believing that she has an ulterior motive. I really do. I was already feeling some kind of way last week when she sent Baela to King's Landing. Now she's sending all the boys, Joffrey, and it's not King Joffrey Lannister or Baratheon, but her Joffrey, her little Aegon, and her little Viserys. They're all going to go live with her cousin. And she's charging Rhaena to raise them as her own. Rhaena's like, hold up, I should be here fighting. What you talking about? I ain't trying to be nobody's mama. But anyway, she told her to write to the prince that's there, and if he'll have her, then go to him. So she basically promised Rhaena off to whoever this prince is. That's basically what happened. I guess she figured since Luke dead, she's not betrothed anymore because she was supposed to be betrothed to Luke, and Luke was supposed to be the next heir to Driftmark. Anyway, this is a way to get Daemon's kids out of her hair. That's what the ulterior motive I saw. Later on in the episode, they tried to explain a different reason, but I was like, something ain't right with that. Something ain't right with that. Anyway, over at Herndon, it looked like everybody is gone. Where is the people? We saw a few little bodies scurry, and when they saw the dragon, and then Daemon came down off the dragon. The halls were so empty. Empty bats have taken over. Okay, Harrenhal is basically an overground cave. Okay, now that Daemon, he's supposed to be there to gather an army of who? Who are these people? Okay, ain't nobody there. And the first one he encountered, he knocked out. He knocked him out, and Daemon walked in and said, "I claim Harrenhal." And the head dude is like, "I guess you do." Got down on one knee and pledged fealty to Rhaenyra. I was like, just like that? Is that simple? These the people that's supposed to be your army? He talked about 40,000 other people. That Harrenhal is supposed to be the biggest kingdom of all the 7 castles. Where are these people at? And why was it so easy for Daemon just to walk in there by his lonesome and take them over like that? Okay, he did question him about Lord Larys, because Lord Larys is supposed to be the one who was giving Harrenhal, right? But they like Lord Clubfoot ain't no lord of mine, okay? Because maybe he got the little bum foot. I think he got polio, maybe something like that. He was like, he killed my brother, he killed my nephew. He can go burn in hell like the flames that he put them in, okay? So apparently, Daemon need to go talk to the Tullys. And he's supposed to check the Blackwoods. Okay, remember the Blackwoods are the ones who beat up the Brackens at the beginning and try to put them in line, right? He said he's gonna rally the troops, and once he get all the troops rallied, 40,000 people, they gonna go and take the throne. Okay, all the while, Cole with his fresh haircut, he out there finna ride off to Herndon because he trying to take Herndon too. If he had got there before Daemon, it had been so easy because there was nobody to overthrow for real. But anyway, we meet Alicent's brother. We like, where the hell did this brother come from? We never knew she had a brother. Her brother name is Gawain. Not Dwayne with a D, but Gawain with a G. Okay. He's supposed to accompany Cole. He basically there to keep an eye on Cole for her. He made it known to Cole, I don't like you, and I see the way you looking at my sister. I got my eye on you for real. Okay, he talk a good game. We saw later on that he's a punk. Okay. Oh well, I probably would have been a punk too in that situation. Anyway, over at Dragonstone, they ain't got their eye on the ball, child. At least they looking in the wrong direction. They looking at Dragonstone to be struck. Cole is going after Herndon, the same place that Daemon is going after. All the people at the round table, they challenge Rhaenyra because she still wants to do nothing. Let's sit and wait. Let's think about it. It's getting on their nerves and it's getting on my nerves, right? The dude tell her, like, what good is my sword if I keep it in its sheath? What good is it? Put us in, coach. We ready to rumble. Do something, John. Do something. Y'all know what movie that came from? Do something, John. If y'all could tell me what movie that line came from, do something, John. Put it in the comment section and I'll give y'all a little emoji. We're going to open the emoji vault back up and I'll give y'all an emoji. I ain't sure what I'm going to give y'all. Maybe I'll give y'all some flowers or something for the emoji vote. If you could tell me, do something, John, where that line came from. What movie? Okay. Or if you could tell me who said it, if you can't remember the name of the movie. Anywho. Matter of fact, he tell Rhaenyra she need to go hide, okay, and let the big boys play. Rhaenyra say, if you keep playing with me, you gonna end up being taken down for treason, because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like treason to me. You better be glad I stopped you from continuing to speak, okay? Rhaenys tell them, look, y'all better watch y'all tone when y'all talk to her. Watch your tone. So she do go tell Corlys and look her, you gonna need to be prepared to be by her side, because everybody else is they wavering. They wavering at this particular time. She tells him that he should name Joffrey, the 6-year-old, as his heir to the throne. If he don't name Joffrey, then he should at least name Rhaena, which Rhaena is his granddaughter. His daughter is the one that had the baby with Daemon. It is his granddaughter. I mean, either it's gonna be Joffrey or it's gonna be her. He don't want Joffrey because he a Tyler, and he don't want Rhaena because she a girl. You know. But boo, we at war. If something happened to you, we gonna need somebody to take over your throne. And I already spoke towards that in last episode, so I'm gonna let that situation ride. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to episode 2 and get hip on what's going on with Corlys. Okay, so Baela, now she's still there. I could have sworn that Rhaenyra told her at first light, go fly to King's Landing. She's supposed to already be gone, but she there to see her sister off and to see the kids off. And Rhaenyra tell her, look, girl, Rhaena, you my last hope, honey. Okay, make sure that my cousin honor our pledge. She asked for 1 dragon. You got 2 baby dragons, but I know you could train them and raise them up and make them strong, just like you gonna raise up these kids and make them strong. And then she also give her 4 more dragon eggs to protect as well. She's like, if we die up here, if something go bad, you all that we got left, you gonna have to replenish our stock. Okay. Well, Aegon's plan was to still go into war. This is still against his council's wishes as well. It takes Larys to come in and trick him to make him stay. Now, unlike Joffrey, Joffrey wanted to go into war too, but Joffrey really didn't. He was gonna get punked. He was gonna get his ass whooped. Anyway, Aegon still wanted to go. Larys came in and tricked him to make him stay, telling him that the people out in town think he was being manipulated into going into war by Alicent and Aemon, and that way they could rule in his absence. And he believed it. Okay, the fact that they didn't want Aemon to go no doggone where, leave him behind, leave his dragon behind, and they really didn't have too many qualms about him going. They said a few things, but not too many. They put him in a big fight. So he believed what Larys was saying. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sit this one out, right? So his guardsmen like, okay, well, let's go down to the whole house, because one of the little homies ain't never had none. Now, one of the key things about the doggone guardsmen was they supposed to be celibate right now. So which really makes Sir Cole really doing stuff he ain't supposed to be doing. But no, first Aegon was like, this ain't what your role is, but okay, let's go. So they go down to the little whole house, and he going around. He already drunk. He looking around for trying to find Madam Sylvie, so Madam Sylvie can give this little dude his first piece of ass, right? When I tell you, I was not expecting to see Ping. Let alone, I was not expecting to see Aemon's frail ass once again, and then his little bitty ass Ping. They could have at least bleached his garden, child. They supposed to be bleached blondes. Why he got this black garden? Bleach his damn hair. Why? It'll grow back or shave it off. Aegon like, little bro, what you doing up in here? You still banging out the slut that took your virginity? Her coat's that good that you can't let it go? You ain't moved on from her yet? The whole scene was gross. The whole scene was just gross. And he gonna get your ass for embarrassing him. He gonna get you. Now, on the way to Herndon, Cole and G-Wayne, G-Unit, they have a battle of manhood. Cole want him to camp with the commoners of his army, and G-Wayne is like, I am the uncle to the king, sir. Ain't no way you gonna treat me like I'm one of them. So they arguing over where they gonna stay at. He don't want to stay at the camp, he want to stay at the inn. Then Cole notices a change in the sky. It's like the sky got dark all of a sudden. Why was Baylor flying over them? She's supposed to be trolling the Red Keep. She's not supposed to be over her and all. She's supposed to be over the Red Keep. Why is she flying over them? But okay, I guess it's a good thing that she was there. She was flying so low that she was able to be spotted. Cole and them scatter like roaches, okay? When they spotted her, they run off into the woods. And it looks like she was going on attack. And I was like, wait a minute, she's not even supposed to be engaging. She's supposed to be just patrol only. And they made it safely back to they made it safely into the woods. But G-Wayne, G-Unit, he's basically about to shit himself. Shaking like a little leaf, baby. Well, Baylor rushed back to Dragonstone and tell everybody, look here, let's do this. It's on and popping. Sir Cole is on his way. I'm sure it was him. I got low enough to see his face. Let's force him out the woods and fry his ass. That's pretty much. And everybody else was on the same side except for Rhaenyra. Baylor was ready to go, but Rhaenyra is just like, I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm going to try what Rhaenys said. And she just read the note that Alicent had sent her. And I'm still like, girl, no. Stop thinking about it. Do something. Take some freaking action. Stop playing defense and get on the offense for once, right? They've already sent Sir Eric to kick your ass, and now they sending Sir Cole, and you still sitting in the back twiddling your thumbs. So maybe I could just talk to him. Maybe I could just have a conversation with them. Rhaenyra. Again, this is a moment in time that you're proving to me that you shouldn't be queen. Sometimes we think too logically when there's a right answer. Okay, anywho. I'm still not siding with Green, but Rhaenyra need to do something, and she's pissing me off right now. We in episode 3 right now, and that's all we getting is keep being patient and wait. When are we gonna turn the fuck up? It's only 8 episodes, or is it 10? Whatever. It ain't enough for this slow fucking build that we got going on here. Maybe if I had at least seen the battle of the Blackwoods and the Brackens, I would be a little bit satisfied. I need to see some action. All the killing that's been going on right now have been rated PG-13, which we know the act has happened, but we haven't seen it happen. We may hear sound, but we don't see it happening. At first, I was wondering if the whole season was PG-13, but if they hadn't showed those penises walking through the doggone whole house, I would have thought it was PG-13 this whole doggone time. Okay, so anyway, over at her and Daemon has barricaded himself into his quarters. Somebody comes by the door, but they couldn't get in, right? And they start wrestling with the door real hard with it, like they was trying to enter. Like it's urgent. But when he opens it, they're gone, right? And I'm like, it must be the chick who was in the hall when he first showed up. All I kept thinking was, Lord, don't let this be a sex scene, okay? We ain't had no battles, no fight scenes that we've actually been able to witness, but we keep getting sex scenes. Please don't let it be. I don't need to see another frail, blonde, pale man in the buff. Daemon creeped down the hall. He saw a room on with a light. He goes in, and it's little Rhaenyra, okay, stitching up Jaehaerys' neck. And Daemon is like shocked and bewildered. And I'm sitting here thinking, y'all are not finna try to spin this like Daemon is feeling some type of guilt and he got some kind of conscience. Stop it. That's Buster's whole little scene was basically like it was eating him up. The little Jaehaerys got killed. Daemon don't give a damn about that kid. Anyway, He apparently opened up his eyes. He had been sleepwalking. He outside now. And the chick that was in the hall, the one I thought who was the one wrestling at the door, she's telling him that he's going to die in her and all. Okay, that's what she says. Rhaenyra sets in motion a plan to meet with Alicent with the help of the White Worm. She's going to sneak into the Red Keep and try to find her by herself. You know when she's alone is when she go to prayer, right? So she dressed up as a nun and she set off to the Red Keep. I'm thirsty. Hold on for a second. And I was thinking, as much as Daemon had you sneaking out of that doggone castle, that exact very castle, you know how to get in and out, girl. You didn't need the White Worm to help sneak you in. But I digress. We need the dramatics, you know. I would have figured that she didn't belong off the rip, though, because she was too clean. And her clothes were too clean. Alicent, no, she was ready, though. As soon as Rhaenyra sat down next to her, she knew something was off. She had her shank in her sleeve. She's ready to pull it. Rhaenyra was able to catch her arm like, girl, it's me. It's me, Charles. It's me. Y'all know what movie that's from. Drop it down in the comment section and you'll get another emoji vault prize. Might give y'all out some money for that one. So if you could tell me who said it's me, Charles, then you would know. Okay, so anywho, and both of the movies has the same main actress in both movies. Okay, anywho, so Rhaenyra was like, girl, this is me, okay? And I was like, I don't know what you don't understand yet, Alicent. Maybe it's because you still naive, still green. Alicent is not innocent, okay? Yet you are steady trying to convince yourself, because you're not convincing me, you steady trying to convince yourself that you can work this out. And Alicent is like, girl, bye. Miss me with the BS, okay? She's spouting off deeds that you've done that she know you didn't do. Know that deeds that she has put on you herself, right? And she's spouting them off like she done convinced herself that it's the truth, okay? And you still like, but it wasn't me. Plus, you murdered my son, you know, and I haven't avenged that yet. Alicent's like, you still ain't let that go. That's in the why I keep bringing it past. I already repented for that. Okay, Rhaenyra, who you trying to convince, boo? Who you trying to convince, her or you? You being real weak-minded right now. You being real gullible right now, Rhaenyra. Alicent is staying strong in her conviction, her anger, her pity, her disgust of you, and you still trying to muster her favor. And it was just like I said. Remember I said in last week's episode that the king was not speaking of his son Aegon. He was speaking about Aegon the Conqueror in the book, The Song of Fire and Ice. And when Alicent hears this from Rhaenyra, her whole face is correct. But she is not about to stop this war. She is not about to admit she is wrong. She said it's too late now. She told Rhaenyra, look her. It's my story and I'm sticking to it, you know. And she was like, I'm the queen. You're the queen dowager. You know this. You know the truth now. You could stop this. And she said, I know nothing. Matter of fact, this conversation we never had. You better be gone before they catch your ass. Okay. Alicent said, ain't no look-see-backsy. Ain't no look-see-backsy. Ain't no mistake, homie. The war has begun. Okay, that's the end of the episode, child. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Y'all give me y'all opinions on everything down in the comment section. And if y'all know those two movies, you know, put them in the comment section. You will get some flowers. If you know who said, do something, John. Do something. Or what movie that was from. Or if you know, it's me, Charles, what movie that came from. It's the same actress in both of them. Y'all let me know. See y'all in the next video. Talk to you again soon. Peace.